How's everybody doing tonight? OC, thoughts men aren't supposed to think. What's up, bro? Beside Pimp, how you doing? What's up, Waco, Texas Ranger? Twisted Hickory Juice, how you doing, brother? Peachy Sweet, 80, how you doing? You always throw me off with no vowels in that name. How's everybody doing tonight? We're gonna get started here in a minute. Got a big announcement. What's big to me, and I got a surprise for y'all after this. This live is gonna be short. Well, short as you guys make it. What this is about is I never formally introduced myself. So what I want to do is open it up. You guys can ask me any questions that you want to ask me. The game is recent. I'm trying to show love, son. Uh, my G. If it's garbage, I can't read the rest of that. Oh, excuse me, Waco, Texas Mayor. Excuse me. OC. Oh, thank you, OC. You know what I'm saying? I spoke from the heart on that one. Yeah, I was on Stars show today. Y'all go check it out. Make sure you like the video. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment, whether good or bad. I don't mind comments either way. Just leave a comment and let me know how you guys feel. I never take it personally. You know what I'm saying? And if I can learn from the constructive criticism, I'll take it. I'll process it, and I'll try to make adjustments where it's valid. But yeah, I got some news here. I'm gonna let a few more. Give me about a couple more minutes. Um, I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. Chris Wilson, how you doing? Oh, that's okay. In the morning to you, sir. From Sydney, Australia. So let's see. I appreciate the OC. Thank you very much. You know what? A lot of y'all, even when I take a lot of fire on videos, y'all still support me in the comment section, and that's big to me. I don't have to have everybody agree with me, you know. But as long as I know, my day one people, and y'all are my day one people. No matter how big this channel gets, I remember all of y'all. But I hope to take it to the next level with this announcement I'm gonna make soon. Okay, Waco, Texas, Mayor. You know what? Let's do this then. Let's start off with the questions. Any questions y'all have? No. Let me make the announcement. And then you guys can ask me the question. All right. So I know you guys probably been wondering where I've been at. You know what I'm saying, with the uploads, and I guess I do owe you an explanation. Narrow man, how you doing? I guess I do owe you guys an explanation. You know what I'm saying, in a way, because you guys have been here supporting the channel from day one. Just the summer, it's hard to get the house quiet with the kids home. Where's the super chat link? I don't know. The game is rigged. But I am in the process of setting up a Cash App and a PayPal. Because I'm going to need you guys' help. You know what I'm saying, any way possible. Also, like the video. I'm not a YouTuber. I keep forgetting this stuff. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, hit the bell. Y'all gotta remind me of this stuff, because I'm saying I go right into it. Share this information, because I try to bring y'all guys good information, and that's what this is announcement about. So back around when the HR 40 was going on, it's another podcast I listened to called the No Agenda Podcast, and they were covering the HR 40, and what was missing was the whole mention of ADOS. It's the two gentlemen's name on that is called. Okay, I will put the link. In the description. But the two gentlemen names are Adam Curry and John C. Dvorak. Adam Curry is actually the man that created podcasting. And so I listened to this podcast, and what they do is media deconstruction, similar to what I do here. I take the news and media and I break it down and show the bias, link, the tilts that the news have. So long story short, they were covering the HR 40 hearing, and they were missing I'm sorry, the connection bad. I don't think it's on my. Is anybody else having a bad connection? I got a pretty good Wi-Fi connection. You guys let me know. Um, Jay Favors, I'm gonna get to the question in a minute. Say that question. I'm gonna get back to that. But let me just tell you the story. So, long story short, I reached out to Adam Curry, and I let him know about ADOS, and he had, very little to no clue about ADOS, their whole movement. And let me make this straight first too. I am not a member of ADOS, but I am ADOS. I am a descendant of slave, American descendant of slavery. And I take very much pride in that, because people look at slavery as a bad thing, but I look at it as we're survivors. They did everything they could to us, but they didn't break us. And so I take great pride in my history. I take great pride in my family. I take great pride in, in a lot, that comes with that tag. It's nothing to be ashamed of, and I take great pride in, my family coming from sharecroppers, to become on tradesmen, to become an educated men, so long story short, I reached out to the Adam Curry, and then we talked via DMs for it seems like 2 or 3 days, and I was just explaining to him a whole segment of black society that's blacked out by the media that they don't talk about. I mean, we saw this with HR 40 for the people that followed it, that they didn't talk about it. They didn't invite any of the members of ADOS to the meeting, to the hearing. And they just left him out. And so following that, he did a whole segment on his show about ADOS. And that was big to me. And it was very important because it educated a lot of people that don't hear, the problems that or the issues that we're dealing with in everyday life. So, with more education and more information, we could change people's minds. And so from that, me and him formed, a rapport that we, kept going back and forth, having conversations. And long story short, we decided to do a joint project together. And it's going to be separate from my YouTube channel, but I will be posting the podcast episodes here on the channel. So I think that's very big. So you'll start seeing other people on my channel. It's purely, trying to cross over to, different worlds, different thoughts and opinions, both ways. So, we have to reach out and make people know that, we're here, because the mainstream media will not tell our story. So we had to take every path we can through alternative media. Thanks to Star and the Star Report for covering these issues and saying endlessly, that Loud gave me a platform. I always thank him, because he really got me started in this by just, taking my call and hearing my perspective. And I'll always be grateful to him. And you'll still be hearing me on Star Show. You'll be hearing me on my channel, and you'll be hearing me on the podcast. I'm hitting the ground. I've been blessed to be put in this position where in a short period of time, I made connections with, with people that are industry legends. Star is a legend. Adam Curry is, he's a legend. He created podcasting that, is like one of the biggest forms of entertainment right now. So that's my announcement. And after this show, are y'all still with me? Because I don't see no comments. But after this show, okay, so yeah, I was making sure the comments stop. So after this show, what I'm going to do is post the pilot episode of the podcast, Moe Factz with Adam Curry, and see what you guys think. Hit the comments, give your feedback, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said, man, I'm trying to hit every angle to get our story told, because this is the only way it's going to get out. This is the only way it's going to get out. I'm taking this very seriously. I'm working on my broadcasting skills. That's kind of where I was at too. Like I said, I read every comment that you guys write. And I try to improve. If I put a little bit about myself, if I get myself into anything, I try to do the best I can. And I can't settle if I don't do that. And if I wasn't like that, I can't preach that mentality, of applying yourself if I don't do it myself. So that's where I'm at. If you guys got any questions, ask me now. I'll answer anything. Yeah, okay. See, okay, the game is rigged. Say glad to see someone besides Shammy taking advantage of the opportunity. Stargate. Right. Star, man, I'm so grateful to Star. Just, you know, behind the scenes giving me advice. Just give me advice, give me the platform, give me the latitude, to have, a difference of opinion, the objective perspective. Any of my no agenda people, go check Star out, what I'm saying, go check his channel out, and tell him I sent you. Let's see. Let me read some let me read some of these, okay? It says I read that one. It says, bro, this is what you call grassroots. Right. This is grassroots. All I got is a phone, a laptop, and y'all. That's all I got. I mean, I just recently bought a microphone for $27 off Amazon. I'm keeping it 100% real with y'all. That's all I got. I'm still trying to learn open broadcast, platform, so I can do more videos on my laptop. But that's what's really slowing down the process too, because I'm working strictly off my phone. Y'all remember the first video I tried my laptop, and it was very a lot of hiccups. But I'm a master this. I'm a master this. I'm doing this for y'all, and I mean, I need y'all support. I'm never, as much as possible, the moral support. If you want to donate, monetarily, I appreciate that, because I do take a time away from my family. Like right now, I'm saying, and this is time I could be spending with my kids, but I'm doing something. Hopefully, this will be documented in history. That their dad, did something to help our people, and to help all people, because once we become strong and independent and autonomous, then people have no reason, not to deal with us. We've taken on a lot of negative ideologies that have been put upon us. We saw that, and you saw that in Destruction of the Black Family video. You saw how they manipulate us through propaganda in the media, and I'm trying to correct that. So let me get to some of these questions. It says, Mo, you should start a book club. That way you can educate and build an audience with knowledge. Yes. You know what? Narrow Man, hey, look, recommend a book in this comment in this video. And you know what? Everybody recommend a book. And we can do that. We can start reading a book together, and we'll come back, and maybe we can find the audio version on YouTube. That way we can go through it, certain segments of it, and discuss it just like we're doing now. That's a great idea. I like that. It said, what year do we think we'll get reparations? All right, Carlito's Way on one. Excuse me, Carlton Way. I don't know why I said, yeah, Carlton Way 1. I think once political parties start taking us seriously with us withholding our vote, I think it'll be a very short time frame. The reason why I say that is, we're a small voting block, but we vote in one direction. And if we can swing that either way, and people start seeing us as, a viable option to target with benefits to get our vote instead of just giving it away, I think that it'll be a lot quicker than we actually think. Jay Favor said, do you believe in karma? I don't necessarily believe in karma, but I do believe in, I subscribe to the Bible, and I do believe in you reap what you sow. Whatever, whatever you put out there, you're going to get back. Some people call it karma. Some people call it the golden rule, done to others as you have them doing to you. We reap what you sow. But yeah, I believe if you put positivity out there, positivity will come back to you. I do believe that. And I think that's what's happening now, because my intentions here is just is pure as humanly possible. And I think that's why, the Most High has blessed me with these opportunities, to work through me. And that's what I feel like who's working through me right now. So yeah, I mean, I do believe in that. It's a long answer to your question, but yes. Chris Williams said, get a PayPal so we can just send cat. Yes, I will get the PayPal started. I'm working on that. Botch Snap said, Mo nigga, what's up? What's up, Botch Snap? How you doing? Waco, Texas mayor said, hey, my question is about ADOS. I think for us to get reparations is for us to get local government, then state government, then federal government. What do you think? Yes. And that's one thing we have to start doing. Now, on the federal level, what we can do right now is withhold our vote until we're offered something in exchange for our vote. And same on the state level. But on the local level, you guys run for alderman, run for school board, engage at the city council meeting. I bet you if you go to any city council meeting across the country, and I showed this in one of my last videos I made about thinking logically versus emotionally. These city council meetings are empty. They're empty. They give you an opportunity to say your piece. What you do is you go in there, you know what I'm saying, you have somebody record it, you fill out the paperwork, or probably it's a little form. I mean, I don't mean from city to city, it might be different, but you fill out the proper paperwork. I'm sure that's not that much. And then you voice your opinion. You get engaged. I mean, I'm saying that now because, look, I waited 38 years to get engaged and actually voicing my opinion outside of my inner circle. And now I'm doing it. And it feels good because now I don't have any excuse like, you know, when people say, what are you doing? I mean, I was helping my family, as you all know, and then that's where it starts at, but it doesn't have to end there. You know, that's why I said when people say stuff to me, I take it to heart, and, you know, and I do a personal evaluation, and I could be doing more. And that's what I'm doing now. That's why I'm doing this channel. That's why I'm doing, you know, every platform I can do possible, and we'll see where this takes us. You know, and I want you to go along for the ride with me. But yes, I think local government is a viable option for us to get engaged now. If that answers your question, Texas Mayor. Cass Stinson, how you doing? Bot Snap said nigga went 10 toes down. Hey man, that's the only way to be, man. That's the only way to be. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't talk about something if you don't feel passionately about it. You know. Carlton Way once said, add super chat to your lives, Mo, so people can donate through YouTube. I will do that. I also will do the Cash App. I also will do the PayPal. Like I said, all this is new. I don't even think, I know my channel is not monetized yet, so I don't know how that works with getting paid through YouTube. But if you feel compelled, somebody's hit me on Twitter now. But if you feel compelled to, help me out, you know, and donate, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have the information in the next video I post. And the plan is this. The podcast with Adam Kerr, we expect to do it on Mondays. So they'll be dropping on Mondays now. And you guys let me know in the comments which day you think is best. I'm thinking Friday maybe for these shows. Because I'm still going to be doing my deep dives like I did on Meghan Markle. Like I did on the Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle. Like I did on, I'm going to get back on that too. And then we could do some lighthearted stuff on maybe the other day on Friday as well, like you know the less serious topics. So that's where we at. Waco, Texas Mayor says stolen legacy. Yes. Oh, box now. Oh, you said read a book together. Oh yeah, we can read a book together. I mean, we could do that as well. I mean, I thought you meant like we read and then we come here and discuss it. That's why I misunderstood what you were saying. But yes, we could do it. We could do it any way. We can do this any way possible. Maybe do one or two shows a month where we just discuss a book. And I got some good books that, you know, I would like to discuss here. Industrial Society and Its Future by Professor Theodore Kaczynski. Yeah, Chris Wilson. If you guys are not familiar, Theodore Kaczynski is the Unabomber, the guy they said it was crazy. The mass media or the mainstream media said it was crazy. But a lot of stuff he said about technology and its effects on the human mind and society as a whole, has been prophetic. So that maybe that's something that we could actually check out. Right, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that good shit. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Botch Snap says our vote doesn't matter. The more immigrants you let come into this country, and the more black people become more of a minority. That's actually more than the actual minorities here. Yes, Very good point. And that's why we had to hold the Democratic Party, who supports open borders, not just immigration reform or legalization of immigrant. They support open borders. And you're exactly right, Botch Snap. The more illegal immigrants allowed to come here, it dilutes you're saying the ADOS slash, quote unquote, black voting bloc's power. And I don't understand that how our leaders want us to vote wholeheartedly for people that's gonna come in and dilute our voting power. That makes no sense, but it will make sense once we start going down that road. It will make sense, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna see that the people that say are for our political advancement, as we've seen with the NAACP and these other groups, the Boule and all these other groups, they're not for everyday black folks slash ADOS. They are not for us. So you see they left us out of HR 40. And you see they leave us out, they talk these crazy talks. This crazy talk about what we need, and it's not actually what we need. They always talk about the minimum wage. No, we need maximum opportunity, not minimum wage. Don't let me go on a tangent. But you're exactly right, Botch Snap. Jay Favors, how you doing? Yeah, you got a question? Ask me a question. Anything. Y'all can ask me anything. He said, what topics are you going to cover besides the ones you're passionate about? Anything that affects our everyday life. I want to start talking about nudging. If you're not familiar with nudging, that's kind of like what you had in Inception. That's where they put a thought into your head passively to nudge your thinking one way or another. It's like the next level of propaganda. It's not straightforward like advertising. I want to get into that. I mean, I want to get into not only things that affect us directly, but indirectly. It's two things. We're doing this together. If it's topics you guys like to hear about, DM me either on Instagram or either on Twitter. I'll get to it, and then we can chop it up, and then we can talk about it here. This is a two-way situation here, guys. This ain't a one-way situation. I'm trying to create a platform where we can have open discussion, and you guys be just a part of it as I am. Oh, Botchstat, you said, what's the announcement? Okay, so I'm starting a new podcast with Adam Curry, the creator of podcasting, the actual platform of, podcasting. Me and him are doing a joint venture together called Moe Factz with Adam Curry. I'm going to be dropping the first episode tonight after this live. And you guys check it out. It's already, already been recorded. We recorded it yesterday. You guys let me know what you guys think. It's gonna, take our said PayPal about to be ready in another 6 months. No, man, what I had to do was, whenever I do something, I want to do it right. I went to the bank. I started a whole new account. So, if it ever gets to the point where I gotta file taxes, I didn't want it going straight into my personal account, so I can keep track of anything. I don't want to give any government entity a reason to jam me up. But yeah, that's coming very soon. The PayPal and the Cash App and any other ways you guys can think of. Was it Zelle or whatever? Any ways you guys want to help me, I'm gonna allow you to help me. I'm gonna create those avenues. But I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart that you guys will do that. Okay, yeah, the game is rigged. Said, yeah, Botch, that first episode, yeah, it's dropping after this. It's already, it's uploading now. on my YouTube, as we speak. How you doing, Sugar G? Mondays and Tuesdays are good. Monday is good. You guys let me know in the comments after we post this. And we're going to do it, democratically. Whatever day gets the most votes. I think Friday is a bad day. One, because my kids be up kind of late on Friday. It's that first day out of school. So, yeah, Fridays is bad. Maybe a Thursday or Sunday. But, I wanted to kind of spread it out between, across the week. So, if anything breaking happens, we can get on top of it, and we're not back to back on Black T. Hopefully I answered your question, Black T. If I didn't, you know, let me know. Hey man, look, we can listen to audio books, bro. I mean, like I said, y'all let me know what interests y'all. I mean, because that's the thing. I want to make sure, you know, I'm making content that interests y'all and interests me mutually. So, yeah. Waco, Texas Mayor said, I think you should drop videos on Saturday because most of us have family and work Monday through Friday. I think so, too. Let me think about that. Like I said, you guys let me know. Because I'm off on, just to give you a little insight into my life, I'm off on Sundays and Mondays. That's why I like to do these things on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Why I used to like to do my lives on Mondays, but that's the day we're going to start recording the podcast on, the joint one. And then, so yeah, maybe Saturday or Sunday, because Saturday night I could do it, but Saturday night is like date night and all that. I don't want y'all to be like, I hope y'all out taking your significant others out and with your kids on Saturday, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure out sometime, maybe Sunday afternoon, maybe. You know, sitting back, you know, kicking back and maybe chop it up. But that's going to be hard coming football season. Let me think about it. Just keep it real. Keep it real. But, all right, let me keep going. Box Snap say it's a fact. We getting pushed out this bitch, out this bitch here in Texas. Yeah, man, like I said, we have to stop supporting our own demise. And I'm not pro-Republican, but I sure hell ain't pro-Democrat either. And the problem is, the reason why I don't address Republicans is they're not interested in us. You know, so it's the Democrats that have taken advantage and taken us for granted for so many years. That's why I'm on their head so hard. It's the liberals and their piss poor ideology. Chris Wilson said most legal immigrants are against open border. Yes, Chris Wilson, and I might do a video on that because back during the 2016 campaign, they did a special. CBS did a special on the border wall, and the people actually living on the border, and it was a lot of legal immigrants that were against open borders. You know why? Because the illegal immigrants come and where do they go? Right into their community, and we got to be honest. Not every person coming here is coming here with legit, meaningful reasons. Right. They smiley face with the sunglasses. I don't know what your name is. Right. They are paid to fool black people. That's what the boule is. The boule is the advisors to the king. What they do is say, okay, we'll keep the bottom 90% dumb, deaf, and blind and voting, you know, as long as you give us butter biscuits, you know, and that's their job. And that's why they're getting so perplexed by ADOS and the Foundational Blacks. There's a whole bunch of different movements, but they're all moving the same way. They say, withhold your vote. And you're saying that's why you see people like, what's the fat-headed dude name? I'm drawing a blank. Roland Martin. And all these other people getting, you know, so pissed off. Joy Reid. All these talking heads and pundits, their job, their daily bread is given to them because they have promised to keep us in line. And hell no, we ain't gonna stay in line no more. We need to be habitual line steppers. That's exactly what we need to be. Narrow Man says our vote do matter. We cannot give it away for free. Even hoes charge a fee. Right. We ain't even hoes. We side chicks, bro. They call us at 3 a.m. like, hey, what you doing? We don't even get a date. You know, like, for real, we ain't even respectable side chicks. I mean, they just call, like I always say, they show up to our churches the Sunday before Tuesday before election, show their face, and say, okay, go vote. And you got, and in this podcast, the new first episode, you're going to see some of this. I laid it out, you know what I'm saying, quite in detail. Bot Snap said, I'm watching the black businesses crumble, but other minorities take those spots and flood the neighborhoods, then blacks get pushed out. Right. We're getting pushed out by illegal immigration. We're getting pushed out by gentrification. Where are we gonna go? Skid Row is at an all-time high in California, and it's majority of black people. You got people living in RVs. That's why I made that video about Nipsey Hussle and Jay-Z and gentrification. Look who they used. Look who they used. They used two prominent rappers to push gentrification. Come on, guys. I mean, I know y'all see it, but I mean, our people got to see this. Waco, Texas mayor says, our votes does count. Yeah, if we start at the local level, school boards, PTA, anything local. Right. Go vote for your PTA president. Go vote for your mayor. I mean, these votes do matter, but the same thing. What are you going to do for us? But on the state and federal level, where the Democrats feel our pain, bro, we not voting. We are not voting. Because they can't hear our individual voices. But on the local level, they can hear you. When they come knock on your door, oh, I'm the mayor, I'm running for, bend their ear. Bend their ear. Let them know, look, I even tell y'all that with teachers. Don't even stop it with the politicians, your teachers. I don't like when my kids sitting in the class. I'm on the front and center. I don't like this. Y'all need healthier choices on the menu. I mean, y'all got to make noise. You got to do it, with logic and reason, but make that noise. The squeaky wheel get the oil. But now I'll go get off my tangent. Chris Wilson. Hey, Mo. These elected people aren't meant to be your leaders. They are your elected representatives. Right. That's correct. But who we need to address is the people. We need to run the people that so-called are our leaders out of their positions. And get out and build our elected representatives from the ground up. Because what they are, they have put leaders in front of us to lead us astray. They're leading us astray. But you're right, Chris Wilson. He said they are not government officials, they are public servants. Yeah, but the ones that, yeah, they ain't doing no service for us. That's the problem. We're serving them. They ain't serving us. We're serving them with our vote and not asking for anything in return. And that's the whole point I'm trying to make. Twisted Hickory Juice said, like Old Town Road song, Mo. Nah, man, I can't rock with that. I can't rock with it. And you think, the thing is, they pushing that. I saw them performing it at elementary schools and stuff. And if you listen to the song, it's promoting drug use. Lean. I think how that line goes, something. Y'all let me know in the comments what he say about lean. Cause I don't know the song. But when I first heard it on the radio, I was like, man, this some bull crap. And I saw on the news, they had the kids up there singing it with old dude. So nah. And we know what other agendas they pushing through, Lil Nas X. Okay, Juice says, Mo with the facts on the check-in. Right. What's up, Juice? How you doing? Oh, yeah, Box Now, we got a lot of stuff to discuss. A lot of stuff. We're going to start it here. And then what you do is, what conversation we have here, have them at your work table. Let people know. Respectfully, but let them know. Nah, you voting? Nope. And they go, why are you not voting? I always get that. Why are you not voting? Why are you not voting? What you mean why I'm not voting? What am I getting for my vote? This is a transaction. They boogeyman didn't work. We almost we're at 2019 now, almost 4 years in. My condition in life haven't changed in the last, since the 3 years of Trump being in office from the 8 years of, Obama. Significantly. Like they said, nah, you're not scaring me. You're not scaring me out of my vote. Jeff Thomas says, you're a deep thinker at Moe Factz, always insightful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Corey Matthew, let's go, Mo. Hey, how you doing, brother? Right. Forget liberals. Man, they on some bull crap with that. Man, really, liberals? I'm going to go there. Really, liberals are socialists and borderline communists, bro. Let's just keep it 100. And people are, oh, yeah, I'm a Democratic socialist. What does that mean? That mean we all gonna have the same thing, not crap. They gonna have us all the same thing, nothing. Carlton Way 1 said, do you think Obama strategically ignored black people so that we could hard on reparation, so we could be hard, I think you said be hard on reparation on the current. No. Obama ignored black people because he knew we were going to vote. He knew I ain't giving him no passes, bro. Obama don't get no passes with me because you know what? And I said, y'all know what time it was. We all said, oh, 2008 when he got elected, hey, we got to play it cool. You know, when he get in 012, he gonna cut things loose. And when he got in 012, old buddy pushed everything except our agenda. Illegal immigrant agenda, the dreamers, and transgender bathrooms, and all this and all that, and did nothing for us. So no, Obama don't get no pass from me, bro. Not at all. And he was in Soros' pocket. For real, for real. Okay, the game is real said, yeah, weekends are the best. Most other platforms don't release content. I'll be thirsty. And don't be thirsty. I know you playing, but yeah, I consider that. We maybe do like a Saturday or Sunday and a Monday. He said, nigga about to go 10 toes down and quit his job. Pay attention. Hey, we should all be looking to quit our jobs. We should all be looking to, generate our own income. Because I'm let me keep it real on this one too. I don't know how old y'all are, but I know, and I'm seeing it now. I'm 38 years old. I only got about a good 12 more years of working. That's real spill, and that's something else I'm trying to tell. We're gonna have some real conversations here. Once you get 50, because you demand so much money and you're such a burden on the healthcare system for employers, they're looking to get you the hell up out of there and replace you with, they're gonna bring you a replacement. You're gonna train them up, and then they're gonna give you that early package. For real, for real. Waco, Texas, Maryland. I'm from Texas, between Dallas and Austin. I'm ADOS, so I can talk about the border talk. Please, Waco, Texas. So look, you boots on the ground. Please tell us what you see. Like, look. Hit my DM if you got some exclusive news. Hit my DM. Man, pull that camera phone out. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in people's faces. But if you see something suspect or you go to meetings or whatever, y'all send me links, send me video. Man, we're going to expose the people that's been taking us for granted. Bot Snap said, Democrats are full of shit. I know Republicans don't give a F. I don't really like using the hard ones, but don't give a F. I know where they stand. Democrats are snakes like a MFer. That's true. And I always, it's like this. The Democrats know they got us in pockets, they don't give us nothing. The Republicans know we in the Democrat pockets, they don't offer us nothing. That's how it works. If you ever notice, other groups, they go back and forth between the two political parties. Like, what you got? All right, now what do you got? And they take the best deal. There's no loyalty. There is no loyalty in politics. We're the only one playing that game. We playing it wrong. Okay, Waco, Texas man said we need to read Stolen Legacy so we know what we once was. Okay, Waco, Texas man, what I need you to do, once this video posts, go in the comments, put, suggested book and put the title of the book. I'm not going to remember it, and I don't know if I can see these comments or not later on. Please do that though. Atomic, okay, this is somebody from saying the no agenda crowd. Welcome to the channel. It said, listen to you and Adam last night. Really great episode. Excellent analysis, dialogue. I appreciate that. So yeah, I sent we sent some of the, links out to our friends. From my friends, I think we got a really good feedback from his friends, he got a really good feedback, and now we're going to release it to the masses. Okay, Seven Steel, I think it's my first time seeing you. Salute. How you doing? Oh, Atomic, apologetics. How you doing? I gotta get reading glasses too. I'm getting old, y'all. Okay, suggestion, book suggestion about the Boule. Oh, I got that one too, Narrow Man. I got that book. Yeah, that might have you. That's a good suggestion because yeah, we got to get in the passing that people. You know what I'm saying? They get they become so elevated that you know what I'm saying, and they dilute their black blood down so much that they start passing for white. Yeah, that's a good book. Pharaoh De Niro, how you doing? Hey, look, salutes to you. That you know what I'm saying, y'all my day one. Y'all think I remember y'all? I remember y'all. Oh, see, we ain't even lowball prostitutes. Keep it 100. Prostitutes get something. We don't get nothing. What they say? Oh, what they always tell us? Prison reform, minimum wage, and now they gonna start promising the women reproductive rights. The hell is that supposed to mean? Nah, bro. Pharaoh De Niro just catching the podcast. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Seven still. Look, yeah, all facts. Local level voting only, right? Local level voting only. And if you can, get involved. Don't just vote. Participate. Y'all can run for dog catcher, run for alderman, run for something. And if you can't, donate to people that you know what I'm saying, or if you know people that are inspiring, convince them to run. A little background about me. All my boys, I mean, we used to be in our group chat. You know how you have your group chats and texts and whatever. And the same stuff I do here, I used to do in there. I post links and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see this? And link after link after link. And they'll be like, hey, man, you need, you know what I'm saying? You need to share that. But see, I wasn't on social media. Like, before this, I only had a Twitter account. And that wasn't even like to post anything. That was just to keep up on real-time news. And how I got started, just for people that's new to, you know what I'm saying, to the channel. Star asked the question on Star Report. Y'all go check his channel out. Y'all like it. Y'all subscribe. Like his videos. Hit the bell on his channel. But he, and y'all do the same for me. Hit the bell. Hit the like. Hit subscribe. Share. Yeah. Please do that. I mean, because I haven't been saying that. And I got to get into this YouTube thing. But anyway, he asked a question about why Jussie Smollett left a rope around his neck. And I was listening. And nobody gave the right answer. And, you know, that I felt was the right answer. And I feel, honestly, that was a Masonic ritual initiation. Because if you know anything about the Masonic rituals, they do put a noose around your neck as part of the ritual. Why would he leave that on his neck? Look for Jussie Smollett to be a star down the road to y'all. But this on a tangent. But yeah, that's how I got started. And then my research, you know, I kept digging. I told people about the Kamala Harris connection on his channel at least a month before it came out. The Michelle Obama connection, the Kim Fox connection, and y'all, like I said before, and it haven't came to pass yet, but as we get closer and closer to 2020 election, look for Trump to come at the Jussie Smollett on federal charges. Y'all watch for that. But anyway, that's how I got started, and now this is where I'm at. And I'm glad to be here with y'all. It says, can we send you info for future topics you may talk about? Yes, please, Pharaoh De Niro. Please send information. You guys, look, my rule is if you follow me, I'll follow you back on social media. Then that leaves my DM open. That way we can communicate back and forth. You know, look, and that's the way we roll. If you got something, DM me with it. And, you know, preferably a link. And, you know, we'll chop it up just to see where you want to go with this. OC said Bernie Sanders' reaction to ADOS's Price is Right. Bernie Sanders, man, that dude is not serious. Let's be honest. Bernie Sanders is not a serious candidate for president. I don't want to go here, but I'm going to go here. Long story short. Bernie Sanders was to be Hillary Clinton, left at Hillary Clinton, so when she got ready to go to general elections, she seemed like a moderate. That was his role, because he know the election was stolen from him, and he still did nothing, and he got up on the stage at the Democratic convention, and you know, and supported her. So yeah, he's not a serious candidate. I don't even take that dude. You know what I mean? I don't take that dude. I don't take that dude serious. Carlton Way one says, do you think the Democrats control the rap? And yes, very much so. If you look at who the executives of all the record labels, who they donate money to, and you can check these things. It's a website called Open Secrets. Check them out. You know, check these. You're saying, look who they donate their money to. Yes, they do. That's why you had Jay-Z up there kissing Hillary Clinton's booty. You know what I'm saying? He's the main type of person that she would be calling a super predator at the time that she was calling them. Somebody was poisoning our neighborhoods with crack cocaine. What she say? Lacks empathy and no compassion, no consideration. That was Jay-Z. And them ain't my words. Them is his words. Go check his song, You Must Love Me. How he said he shot his brother and sold crack to his mother and sent one of his girlfriends with pack strapped to. Bruh, y'all gonna understand, bruh. Look. Okay, I ain't even gonna go there. But yeah. Yeah, they control. Long story short, yeah. He said that baby having fun. Hey man, that's my little great nephew. Yeah, I got a gang full of kids in my house right now. I got my 4. Now I got my 2 great nephews. I'm giving my nephew a break. Him and his I don't know how to turn these things off. I'm giving him my nephew. You know, you know my niece by marriage a break, because that's what was given to us. I mean, we got kids, summertime. You know, you want to send them off. So yeah, I got a 7-month-old and a 3-year-old, man. This is all, man. I thought I was done with this. I mean, waking up in the middle of the night changing diapers. Boy. But yeah, he having fun. Waco, Texas mayor said, Mo, I'm not gonna lie. I like your channel. It's not big because you actually talk to your followers. Yes. I'm a person, you a person. We gonna talk. And even if you're saying, if I don't talk to you in the live chat, if I miss something, hit me on the DMs. It's plenty of people out here in the DMs. It's a dude. A couple dudes in my DM, man. We be chopping it up. But yeah. Yeah, but thank you, Waco, Texas. Lean all in my bladder. Yeah, exactly. And they got the kids singing that at the thank you, Waco, Texas, Mayor. I said rain. I keep saying, man, it's a faux pop. Well, yeah. But look, lean all in my bladder. That's what they got the baby singing at school. Thank you. How far am I behind? Let me get caught up. Okay, so I'm taking my horse to the hotel road. I'm gonna ride it till I can't ride it right. What up, Mo? Will you run for public office in the future? Nah. I can't run for public office. Too many skeletons. Nah, I'm playing, but bruh, if they pull up these videos, and man, nah. They ain't gonna let me run. But you know what? I'm gonna do something more important than that. I'm gonna keep supplying people with the truth. I'm telling them what God loves. It said them Democratic candidates are stumbling and don't have the charisma to go against Trump. I'm not a Trump fan, but they are not convincing me to vote, says Farrell Nair. Right, and they shouldn't. No one should convince you to vote unless they're offering you something. That's what should convince you. Like, okay, you're going to put A, B, C on the table? Okay, yeah, you can get my vote. All right, Bot Snap said, yep, Trump ain't doing shit to fuck up my household here in Texas. Hell, my property value done went the F up. He ain't hurt nor helped shit in Texas as far as I'm concerned, right? The boogeyman looking less and less like the boogeyman. That's a problem for the Democrats. That's a real problem for the Democrats. Jay Ferguson said, we're in the end time for sure. Cardi B is being requested to help political agenda shake them. And that's my point. You got Bernie Sanders sitting down with Cardi B. Enough said. That tell you how serious they take us. I'm gonna get caught up, y'all. I'm sorry. We had to put Obama in. Nigga did everything for all the immigrant and gays, but didn't help us with crap. He gave everyone a stimulus package except us, right? Because he knew we were gonna give him his vote. That's what it is. Yeah, he knew our vote was in the bag. We lined up around the corner Record turnouts 2008, 2012. I'm gonna speed up here. 7 Steel. I'm 44. Been exploring entrepreneur ventures for the last 3 years. All right, 7 Steel. If you come up with something, let me know. I've been doing it as well. My man E Class, aka Earl. Man, that's my that's my right hand there. We do a lot of talking behind the scenes. That's my I'm saying one of the people encouraged me to keep going. And yeah, he's an entrepreneur, and you're saying he's trying to convince me to take that leap. It's a lot of freedom. It's a lot of responsibility, a lot of freedom, but he's doing his thing though. Okay. It says AI speeding it up. Right. We ain't gonna have when AI drop, we ain't gonna have no usage. They gonna hit you with that UBI, universal basic income. And then we all gonna be living in 200 square foot apartments with no ovaries or with vasectomy, so you can't have kids. But that's what I think. Yep. Just another movie, Idiocracy. Yep, that's a good one. Okay, he said LOL, 12 more years working. Are you slipping? You better keep that corporate gig and this side hustle till Uncle Sam come knocking. What I'm saying about 12 years working, that's when they're gonna see me as being more of a liability than a help bot snap. I think I'm behind, but yeah. Yep, hit the like button. Prostitutes get pimped. Right, the creature for Jekyll Island. Yeah, we got to get into that. Yeah, that's another good one. That's the creation of the Federal Reserve. Right, y'all hit the like button, y'all share, and that will help. And comment too, that also helps. Brett Sanders turned me off with response to black reparations. Yeah, he turned me off too. I'm trying to get caught up here. Yeah, I think Smollett, they got plans for him. But he out of that Disney project down there in Disney. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he an MK Ultra, you know what I'm saying, victim. Because, like you said, he probably don't remember what happened. I bet you he don't remember what happened. They probably called him like they did Denzel. I'm like, hey, the blue goose fly south, and that mother just wigged out. But that's, I'm going there. Brent Knight, Mo the Great, man. I'm trying to be, Mo the Goat. Yeah, I'm trying to do my thing, man. OC, he called amnesia. What's my Twitter? Okay, my Twitter and my Instagram is Moe Factz. MoeFatz. MoeFactz. Excuse me. Mac Nasty says, Peace Mo came here from Star Report. You always spitting real with truth and logic. I appreciate that. That's the only way to be. And let me say something before I move on this. It's not that I'm not an emotional person, but I don't let my emotions control my actions. Your emotions should be a stimulus to act. But once you're stimulated to act, you should use logic and reason to think about what your actions are going to be. So don't think I'm some kind of sociopath, or some kind of crazy person. Oh, you don't have no emotion. No. If something makes you upset or you enjoy it or makes you angry or cry or anything, those emotions. But what follows that is you say, okay, I don't want this to hurt me anymore. I have to use logic and reason to eliminate whatever's hurting me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't have emotions. We all got to have emotions, but we shouldn't let our emotions control us. Brent Knight said, fuck it, Trump 2020. Hey, bro, do your thing. I won't be mad at you. That's real spill. Because you know what? One thing I appreciate about Donald Trump, he is who he is. You know who he is. The dude, he spit it straight, however you feel. And I like to deal with people like that. Because we say, even if you don't like where a person's coming from, you know where they're coming from. You know how to deal with them. Gamers Reed said, the most important question tonight is, Theo, your real cousin? No, Theo is not my real cousin, but Theo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, that dude, that's a funny dude. He said, hey, your cousin Theo. I rock with Theo, though. We're gonna have to pray for Theo because he's going through some things right now, as I'll be hearing on the on the Star Report. Yep, Pimp C was right. I'm sorry, y'all. Niggas behind. There's facts. I'm sorry. Let me get caught up. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. What's up, Gil Prince, a man of the times? Appreciate that. So I think I'm caught up here. I'm sorry about that. All right, caught them way one. Man, we can go as long as y'all want to go. As long as y'all got questions. Do you think in our lifetime that the government will put black people in old school slavery? Do you think we will willingly go? No, they will not put us back in slavery on Carlton Way 1 because the robots will be the new slaves. And what they want to do is they want to bring the population down at least by 90%. That's what I think. Why deal with humans? Look at everything they're pushing now. Don't have babies because of the climate. Don't have babies because it is because they're too expensive. Don't have babies. Everything is depopulation. Planned Parenthood, depopulation. Delayed marriage, depopulation. You got things now where people don't even want to have sex, man. You know, I mean, look at how pornography is. You know, it's gonna get real weird. I mean, I want y'all to look at something. Y'all go watch the movie. I'm about to go left with y'all. Y'all go watch the movie Demolition Man, and it's a lot of prophecy in that movie, where the way they kind of try to control speech, the way they look at human behavior, that's where we're headed. In a way, let me just say that. Yeah, 90%. Yeah, and I'm gonna find Ted Turner. You can go look it up. Ted Turner, the Georgia Guidestones, some of the most intellectual people in this world. Yeah, that's where they're going. The only reason why they pushed population before increasing the population was because they needed slave labor or they needed manual labor. But now with technology, they don't need that anymore. And you say, people say, oh, robots. Yes, robots. Because if you think about it, think about the things that have been put out of business. When you go to the bank, how many windows is it? Like 6 or 7 windows. How many bank tellers is it actually? Like 2. You know why that is? Because you do all your transactions online now through a robot. That's a robot. Where's Blockbuster Video at now? It's a robot called Redbox on every corner. Cashiers are going away. Bag boys are going away because what? They got self-checkout. And what you guys can do is you can say no. Make somebody help you. When you go to a grocery store, make somebody check you out. Don't go to that damn... They're not giving you any money. You're not saving any money. But you going to work for them and they're not paying you? Come on now. Take your tail right over there to one of them damn cashiers and let them check you out. It's already really weird in these times and days. Right, 7 still. And the thing is, if you were born like in the 80s or 80 and you grew up without the internet and technology, we're in weird times now. Or even older. I mean, like, I think in the 80s, because we're young enough to still use technology, be dependent upon it, but we grew up without it. It's a real shift. Gil Prince says Bobby Hemmett said that already. I'm not familiar with Bobby Hemmett work like that. Oh yeah, I remember that movie. They were having sex through VR. Right. And look at some of the stuff they got now. You know what I'm saying? They got some weird stuff out here. I mean, this is another tangent. Look at Japan. Japan is like where they do a lot of the test runs for technology. And look over there. They actually have to pay people to cuddle with. They have professional cuddlers because people become so emotionless due to technology. Look it up. Right. Atomic Apologetic. Demolition Man, spot on. Right, you remember they used to give those tickets like, oh, you said cuss word, 1 demerit, 1 credit. Yeah. Right, in the grocery store they got self-serving cashiers. Yep. We'll be the slaves of robots. No, we won't be the slaves of robots. What? All right. Y'all got a minute? I'm about to break it down how this is gonna work. How I think this is gonna work. Yep. So Carlton Way 1. Yep. You're going up to remember pre-internet. Okay. Had to take a. Okay, that's cool. Yep. You was born in the 70s. Whole different world. Renez, Moe, where are your facts? What you want are sources, not facts. Because when I'm saying they're facts, I'm just not providing my sources. But anything I'm saying, you could look up. This is how it's gonna work, and that's what's his name, Andrew Yang, the one that's pushing the universal basic income. This is how it's gonna work. They're gonna replace us with robots, to the point where we won't have a need to work. So they will pay us to stay at home. But paying us to stay at home, they'll pay you what they call a universal basic income, where they'll give you enough money to stay at home. But with that will come, well, if the state's taking care of you, how can you take care of a child? And what you'll do is you'll trade off being sustained by the state for trading off your reproductive capabilities. That's going to be their play. Y'all watch. I know it sounds crazy, but y'all watch. That's how it's going to play. And you know what? Kids going to be like, oh, I get to stay at home and not have babies, because they don't, you know what I'm saying? Now they've been convinced not to have babies because of climate control and all these other reasons not to have kids. And then they have their fur babies. And it's like, okay, yeah, I get a dog, you know. And then, you know, that's I think that's going to be the long game. I don't think, you said robots can't do social work. Can you expound on what you mean by social work? Because people are becoming less and less social anyway. Britton Knight says black women been doing that, right? Well, not just black women, liberal women. Liberal women have traded out their reproductive rights. They've been freezing their eggs, postponing their, you know, saying, having children to chase a career. So yes, we've seen that before. Oh, you said social work, child protective custody. Let me think about that one. Great book to read. Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. I've skimmed over that. You know, I saw some videos on it. I haven't read the whole book, but I'll give it a read. Social work. You see, child protective custody. Let's see. Let me think about that one. You said in IT we have RPA for clerical jobs. What's RPA? Can you expound on that? Yeah, with social work, I mean, it'll just be monitored. I mean, it'll be, you know, Alexa listening for keywords, you know, for abusive words. I mean, look what's going on now. I mean, it's for real. I mean, let's be real. We willingly put listening devices in our homes. We willingly put cameras on the outside of our homes. If everybody in your neighborhood has the Ring doorbell, your house is under full surveillance. So yeah, I mean, they won't get rid of everybody, but it'll be so few that they need. Okay, robotic process automation. We use Blue Prism and other vendors to automate clerical tasks. Right. And Real Spill, I think I'm Renz, I hope that's how you pronounce your name. Real Talk. They some of these stories you read on YouTube, I mean not YouTube, but on the internet, are written by robots already. I mean, they just put the facts in and then automatically spits the story out. So yeah, they're gonna get rid of journalists, they're gonna get rid of lawyers, because an algorithm, once they get it tweaked the right way, can, you're saying, do so much more than the human mind, and it doesn't get sick and it doesn't demand more pay. Just my theory, and I always say a theory when I can't prove it with facts. My theory is that's the whole point of demanding $15 hour pay. They demand $15 hour pay. That way, they have a reason to replace workers with robots. I mean, look at when you walk in McDonald's now, which I haven't been in years. But when you walk in McDonald's now, you're not talking to a cashier. It's an app. It's a big ass phone with an app, and it's like you place your order in. Those are jobs that replace as soon as they created. You're saying a machine that where one person can dump the burgers in on one side and they come out cooked on the other side. Yeah, they replaced them too. So yeah, it's not far off, folks. Not far off at all. Twisted Hickory Juice said, kind of like they did back in the day with welfare, give them a house, food stamps, and cheap rent, but no man, couple live in the home with their children and family. Right. It's always a trade-off. It's always a trade. That's how the government works. We'll give you something, but what's it going to cost you? And what it cost us, because the welfare thing, no man in the house cost us, you're saying something really, it really cost us family structure. Yeah. In the 80s, they said 25% fathers' homes was epidemic. Now we're at 75%. What is it now? That's a downright tragedy. Bot Snap said, word, I got ring floodlight camera here. Lots of people have them. And just a quick, I'm going to show y'all how this works. I'm going to show you how they manipulate the public into doing, this is what I was talking about, nudging. This is how it works. On the news, you saw a rash of stories of the Ring doorbell catching people stealing. One lady took a shit in the yard. One guy was trying to break into the house. They put that on the local news. So you saying Amazon put that on the local news. Why? So you would go out, feel unsafe, and buy the Ring, and now they have all your information. They know when you come, when you go, when you scratch your ass. You can't even go out on your front porch and scratch your ass. They know about it. Okay. Oh, Jay Frey, I didn't go there. Yeah, you forgetting about robots that are weaponized like drones. Right, drones. Man, that's a whole nother rabbit hole right there to go down. The future of the military. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're going to have drones. You're going to have drone ships. I mean, it's going to be like, basically, it's going to be like a video game. Why do you think they train these kids up to play these video games in the way they are? That's going to be your new army. That's going to be, I know I'm sounding crazy, but like the man said, the Unabomber sounded crazy too when he was saying this about the future. And look, when you go read his book, most of the stuff he was saying was right. Chris Wilson said, read that, and 1984 from George Orwell. I read that before. Also, his Animal Farm is a great read. Animal Farm is a great read. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. Animal Farm shows you the difference between communism and capitalism. If you're not familiar with the story, I'm going to try to paraphrase it. Basically, the animals took over the farm, but then what happened is the pigs set up, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the pigs became the leaders of the animals. And they took the dogs as puppies and trained them to be attack dogs. And then once they ran the farmers off, the pigs became the controllers of the farm. And made them put the animals in a worse situation than the animals were under the farmers. That's a good point. I mean, I loosely paraphrase that book down to like a couple paragraphs, a couple sentences, but that's what it was about. Ren says in 20 years we'll have jobs supporting the robots like fixers, but then they'll just have robots that fix robots. What I'm saying is you won't have enough jobs to support the workforce. And what that ends up is then you'll be sustained by the government. And with that, being sustained, yeah, I didn't want to go there. Yeah, once you're being sustained by the government, what's that going to cost you? What's the price on the back end? Mac Nasty, Skynet is on the rise. Man versus machine is real. Yep. Gamers Rig said the $15 pay gonna cost us Americans more jobs than illegals. Yes, it is. John, yeah, ICM. Won't anyone think of the children? Right. Nobody think about the children. Yeah, Vasal Pimp said, I have Alexa and Ring, all that. Right. It's out of convenience. But do you realize? And we don't. For 99% of us, it doesn't cost anything. But what it costs you is the people that's supposed to be making our decisions and be our public servants or leaders or however you want to say it is, they can be compromised by their actions by being caught by these surveillance devices. I can't think of a better word to call them. That's what they are, surveillance devices. But we agree to it. I got one in my hand right now. It's looking right at me. I mean, I got it's looking right at me. Camera looking right in my face. So, I mean, I'm not immune. Bot stance, I feel more secure with it, but I'm sketchy about it because the government can peek in and see what's going on outside, right? And that's what I'm saying. It's not really how it affects you. It's how it affects the people that can be manipulated and can be leveraged. What information are they capturing? Okay, law enforcement will also be robotic, right? It already is robotic. I bet you Alexa has certain keywords that when she hears you, it starts recording. I'm pretty sure of that. And she's always listening because she's listening for you to call her name. Gil Prince says you're not that far off. I appreciate that. Ren says Mo non-binary, etc. is the new diversity. Black people just not even on the radar. Okay, I'm not sure how. I don't know what you meant by that. If you can clarify. Seven still said they're diabolical geniuses. They get us to pay money for our own surveillance using Ring. Wow, right. And have y'all ever noticed? It's out and I know it's a movie. I know they're movies, so don't say, "Oh, it's a movie." But if you notice in the movies, it's always the people that say, "Oh, we were trying to do good," and it always gets out of control. It's how it always goes. Chris Williams said, "That's the gist." Yep, that's how it goes. Chris Williams said, "Hey, in Australia, we have minimum wages for different roles. So if you're a waiter, the minimum wage is pretty low, but if you're a truck driver, you get higher wages. Goes up to middle management. So you have like a tier system for minimum. I can see that. You said most jobs have awards which need to be adhered to. So what is it like? Behavior control? Fuck Alexa. Right. Brent Knight says you like Tariq Nasheed movies. I mean, you can find some good information in them. You're saying obscure facts that you don't know. But for most of the stuff he say, I read in books before. So I mean, but it's some tidbits that he drops in there that you're saying are valuable that you can extract from there that I didn't know. But I mean, if you like that kind of thing. I honestly don't care if they're spying on me. 5G going to change the game, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just the point of if you have Alexa, if you have Ring, just know what you're getting into when you get it. That's all. I mean, but a lot of people don't even put the thought into it. If you put the thought into it, you still decide like, hey, you know what? It's more convenient. I got an elderly person at home, and they might fall down, and Alexa can be of aid to them. Okay, knock yourself out. Or if you got babies at home, you work third shift, and you want a Ring on your doorbell so your wife can sleep at night. I understand that. I'm not anti-robot. I'm pro-human. Let's be clear on that, because there's a lot of technology that can assist us. Like when you look at those things, some of the things they can do with surgery, where the best surgeon in America could, it's still in the development stage, but he can get behind a joystick basically and do a surgery halfway across the country by robotics. That's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. Shrinky Sharon said, "Hello everyone. How you doing? How you doing?" Gary Stewart. Good evening, Mo. How you doing, Gary? OC. Desensitization, normalization, all forms of effery is the end game, right? That's what they want us to do. They want us to lose human touch with each other. I had this problem, with my daughter. Not a problem, but I have to be conscious of this. I had to force her to have conversations. My teenage daughter, so she gets mad at me, but I'm like, put the phone down. A good thing to do is no tech Tuesdays and Thursdays, or either one or the other, but make them put the phone down. Break out the board games, break out the Uno, break out the Sorry, break out. I mean, these are things I got Candyland and dominoes, and make them play. They gonna hate it at first, but guess what? That's how they learn how to interact and have a conversation. I think that's what's gonna be missing from the human society in the next generation alone. Also, saying that the accelerate narcissism and despair and anxiety we have that technology causes. Ren says at my company, they do not specifically name blacks in diversity charts. They mask it behind what identity or sex as. That's weird. Where are you from, Renz? That's weird. That's one of the things that I want us as ADOS, and if you're not familiar with what ADOS is, that's American Descendants of Slaves. We need to have our own classification, stop being lumped in as blacks, because if we're 13, just take for instance, I think I said this before, I don't know, but if you're 13% of the population, all blacks, and say it's like a 9-4 split, 9 is ADOS and 4 is non-ADOS blacks. Is that how it's being represented when you go to jobs? Not at my job. The majority of the black faces are non-ADOS. So when you set up things like affirmative action, I think that's why we need our own designation. But just a thought there. Scroll down. It said, Mo, you forgot to mention. Okay, Twisted Hickory Juice said, Mo, you forgot to mention the OLED TV I got in the crib, and other people's smart TVs record your convo. Right, it record your convo, and also now they're gonna have a way to tailor. And that's something that you guys go check out. No Agenda Podcast. Let me say this right now. Go check out No Agenda Podcast. Not right now, but once the live is over, once you see the podcast we do. But the Adam Curry and John C. Dvorak, they do the No Agenda Podcast, and they talk about these things. And one of the subjects they brought up today was some great information that they're coming up with tools where they can tailor ads to individuals through your television. Check it out. Why do we have a award system in Australia? Because reasons. Never makes sense. Okay, makes sense not to make sense. Okay, Seven Steel said the Running Man movie had plenty of predictive programming of this dystopic society. Yeah, a lot of the movies do. Terminator 2, Demolition Man, Total Recall, just to name a few. And we all know about Manchurian Candidate and stuff like that, yeah. I mean, the first one was way ahead of its time. Not the one with Denzel, but the one they made way before that. I think in the 1940s or 50s. I can't recall. Okay, Brent Knight says, Mo, how can Dana have a show asking if black men marriage material, but she ain't never been married. Been a wife, never been a wife. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. A lot of people do things that don't make sense. New Jersey is okay. Rand said New Jersey is a Fortune 500. It's a very corporate. I see shit at high level. It's crazy. Okay. You live in New Jersey. Okay, that's interesting. Did they do it by sex and not by race? Gil Prince said, "What's your tribe?" My tribe, Gil. You asking my tribe? I'm of the people of the book, of the Bible. If that's what you mean by your question. You said, do you feel sorry for the Coon ASAP Rocky? what this should teach us, okay, what the ASAP Rocky situation should teach us is that when people lose contact with reality and they get into this fictitious, unrealistic situation, like you said, I'm from Soho, I'm from LA, that doesn't matter to me. He had become so disconnected, not only with the people in his hood, quote unquote hood, but he has family members that still live there. I'm sure he doesn't talk to anymore. So how can you say that? Even if it affects your family member, I mean, that's why I said he had been. That's the dangers of that lifestyle of living in that fictitious world of celebrity. That you think it starts to warp your thinking. So do I feel sorry for him? No, I don't feel sorry for him. I think somebody asked about karma before, what you reap, what you sow. He put that energy out there and it came back for him. Now, what I will do, I don't wish harm upon him, and I wish, for his quick release, because that's just a human thing. If he, if he was doing what was best for protecting himself, I wish, quick release for him. But do I feel sorry for him? No, because he put that energy out there. You say your smartphone spy on everything you do. Right. It knows when you're sleeping, knows when you're awake. It's like Santa Claus. Because the magnet in it, the one that knows your screen turn, all your motions of it. Yeah, I forgot what they call it, but yeah, it knows a lot about you, and it's capturing all your clicks, all your links, all your everything. Your sleep patterns, your wake patterns, your traveling when you're in the car. Yeah, I mean, capture everything. So yeah. Ren said Taylor ads are common now, especially with Verizon Vios. You see more black commercial, etc. Right. Gil Prince says no. I don't know what you're saying no to. Ren, stop. I stopped watching TV around 5 years ago. Best thing I did. Okay, yeah. To be honest with you, and here's the thing. I don't have anything against television, per se. If you know what you're watching and how to watch it. You have to know how to extract what they're showing you or what filter to watch for. And then you also have to know what to avoid because it's pure like junk food. Certain things on television are educational. I love the, what's that, Planet Earth? I love that because I'll get to see things I've never seen before. I'll never get the chance probably in this life to see. So that's educational. Certain things you'll see like the news. You got to know what you're watching, how to extract. How they're trying to manipulate you. So if you can understand the manipulation, you can counteract it. And then there's certain things like slave movies. I think on the Star Show I went against the one that what was it? The one about the Central Park Five. When they see us, that's pure trauma based mind control. So we had to avoid those things. That's like junk food. That's like mental junk food. Gilpert said, go back to what you said. Lucky said, ginger ale and vodka. Salute haters. Oh, you living it up. Oh, just on the human side. If you never tried it, and I don't drink very much, like maybe once, twice a year, but something I tried is the Apple Crown and ginger ale. It's a really good drink with a slice of lime. Check it out. OC said, is your daughter engaged in the conversation when you break down TV programs? Yes. And she actually now shows to me like, Dad, you see that one eye? Dad, you see that hand symbol? So it's funny that my older daughter, like, it'll be me, my wife, and her. We watching something. And like, my wife, she's like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, she kind of one of those people, like, whatever, she believes what I say, but she doesn't get too deep into it, which that's kind of a good way to be. But my daughter, she'll be like, oh, Dad, did you see that? And then we'll look at each other, we'll bust out laughing, and my wife will be looking like, she'll roll her eyes, but it's funny. Oh, yeah, 12 Tribes of Israel, which one am I? I don't know. Let's see, 12 Tribes of Israel. I know I'm from the chosen people. If you want to say Israelite, I don't like using that word because it has a certain connotation to it. Which that's why I said when you people Just to go to show you how the elites work, how they do things. They poison words like Christian, Israelite, Hebrew, because they set up these groups to misrepresent them. And then when you say you're of these words, people get a false understanding of what you're trying to say. Same way they do with black. When you say you're black, oh, most of us ADOS, we know what we're saying, but they were like, oh, so when somebody say, hey, I'm black, they lead you on to believe that they're ADOS, but they're not really ADOS. So yeah, like I said, these terms, we got to be careful with these terms and how we use them, because it gives people a false, a misrepresentation of what we actually mean, because they've been bastardized and manipulated. You said, why does Nick on the Star show won't show his pick to star, but you had to? I don't know. I have no problem with showing my pick. For one thing, y'all probably wonder why I don't show my picture. One day I'll post it on social media. I don't want to sit here and stare. How long we been on for now? I don't even know what time. What time is it? So we've been on for an hour and 30 minutes. I don't want to stare into the camera. Uh-oh. I don't want to stare into the camera for an hour and 30 minutes like that. I just don't want to do that. But yeah, I am who I am. Yeah, I don't know why he's so obsessed with me. That's kind of weird. I mean, that's another reason too. Like, people like him. I mean, when people get the doxing people, and I mean, that's weird. I mean, that's weird stuff. So I mean, I'm not for more concern on myself, because I can handle myself. But I got a family to think about too. So you never know what these weirdos out here are about, and how they might try to come at you. Yeah, but he's a strange fella. Ren says, at my company we use Salesforce to track customer behavior, and we use data to sell new items. We have predictive analytics. Yeah, it's just like Amazon. Amazon will tell you, Tamar G, how you doing? That's one of my day ones. How you doing? Yeah, Amazon has Red Run said 31 people watch. I appreciate all 31 of y'all. That might be a record. Yeah. Amazon, back to the subject, but Amazon use predictive analytics. They say, hey, y'all, the toilet paper. How the hell you know? How you know at what rate I'm using toilet paper? That's something like, it's weird. It gets weird sometimes. Okay, OC says sitcom with the audience. Laughter is in the is the beginning stage of programming, dictating what is accepted in society. Right. And Red Run says, step your views up, Moe. Nah, man. I don't worry about the numbers, man. I worry about, like, if I'm reaching people or not. I'm not here for the numbers game. I mean, I appreciate the numbers if they get up. I appreciate the likes and the views and everything else, but that's not why I only got 100 views. I'm not worried about that. You want me to step my views up? Share it, like it. Share it, like it, and subscribe. And then my views will get up. Twisted Hickory Juice. But go back what you're saying, yeah. And one of those things I brought up before was Married with Children. That was one of the ones that they used to deteriorate society with. That was like that and The Simpsons. Twisted Hickory Juice said, that's why I like your show. I like listening and learning real. Right, and I love y'all. I love y'all because y'all stimulate me to think and to question why I think what I think. So it's a two-way relationship, because sometimes when I say something and somebody push back against it in the comments or wherever in the live chat, I'll go back days later and think about that, like, why do I think that? Or what they said valid? And and it may reshape or retilt or makes me look at things through a different lens. Minash says, I know black Dominicans. Carlton One Way says, Nomad Nick is a white man. I'm not sure, but I don't like the way he throws the N-word around if he is. That's not cool. Red Run said insecurities, keep it real. I don't know what you mean. I'm very secure in myself. And if you're the type to be insecure about your number of likes or number of followers on social media, that means that the technology is working because it made you feel a certain way. Jules Johnson, 100. Dreezy Johnson, excuse me, 100. Peace, brother. Peace to you. Botch Snap said I be paying attention to the F shit they be putting on TV. I attempt to avoid it unless I get pulled by drama like Hustle and Soul. I don't know that one. Hustle and Soul. Yeah. Yeah, we all have our TV shows we get into. I mean, that's the good thing about television. It's an escape. On the let me just go on another. Let me make sure I see how far. Okay, I'm gonna go on a quick tangent. That's why people got so upset about Colin Kaepernick and taking the knee. It wasn't the fact that he was right or wrong about taking the knee. It was that you're bringing politics into something that I use for an escape. Me personally, that I use for an escape from the everyday life. We just want to watch people run up and down the field and crash into each other. And forget about shit for like 2 or 3 or 4 hours. I mean, that's what the average man, you that's why you watch sports. It's an escape. You play your little game like fantasy. I'm a big fantasy football guy. Fantasy sports. I mean, football and basketball. I mean, that's what entertainment is. It is an escape. The problem is when you start to lose touch with reality, or you overindulge in it and you don't take care of your responsibilities in real life. That's the problem. Or it starts to shape your mind in a way. That's the problem. Word up, G Money. Botchnap said, weirdo, bruh. He just a troll. You know what happened to trolls here in Durham. Right, bruh. That's why I said, I know what he doing, but it's okay. I mean, look, we gonna work with him too. We gonna work with him too. New Dynasty LLC says, will you ever do a video podcast? It's in the possibility. It's in the possibility. New Dynasty LLC, what is your business? List it, and I'll promote it here. Let us know what you do, and if you got a website, we'll promote you here. The game is rigged. It's called a starting point. No one independently starts with 100 viewers. It's called growth, attract, and keep. Right. And look, I got 800 followers. I hate that. 800 subscribers. I don't like that word followers. I got 800 subscribers. Bruh, that's way more than I ever thought I have. And I got a video that had 1,000 views. I was shocked. I was so happy. I mean, because, okay, say if I see get 1,000 views and 100 people actually get something out of it. I mean, 10% get something out of it. That's 100 people that I impacted. Or 80 out of my 800 subscribers get something out of it. That's something, I mean, like, it's churches that don't even do that. So, I mean, what you saying? And to be honest with you, not saying I don't want my channel to grow, but I like to be able to go down and read every comment and saying interact. Because, like, sometimes you go to people's channel and the comments be flying. Nah, Disney Channel sitcoms are the worst. My niece never noticed it until I told her. Right, it's the one called The Descendants. Where they like, it's evil is good and good is evil. It's like, what? Man, I came down, I said, oh, hell to the no. Had to cut it off, cuz. Shrinking Sharon says, you were giving facts on this afternoon start. I'm glad you appreciate that. I'm glad you appreciate that. With marriage, man, it's 2 ways you can go about it. You know, that's another one of those globalist pushes that, oh, marriage, you know, is no good or outdated or whatever. No, it's not. It's just that you don't have enough quality people that's willing to commit. Because let me show you one of the effects of technology. And y'all let me know when y'all ready to go. I know I done held y'all longer than I should have, but I'm enjoying the conversation. Let me show you one of the effects of technology. Before with technology, you said, okay, I got to get married. Okay, I live in a town. I'm gonna meet a nice girl or guy in this town. So you say, okay, my odds, my options are limited to, you know, saying how many people live in this town, or you move to another city or state. The reason why people are so indecisive now because they think, okay, it's 7 billion people in the world. We got the internet, so I got at least 1 to 2 billion people to choose from. And as people know, when you got too many options, that's just as bad as not having enough options. That's just to give you a quick boil down of how technologies work. BotSnap says, "Word, if you ignore the goofy, they fade because they ain't getting that attention they're looking for." Right. I just wanted to play with him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make him think about how he think about himself. Tamar G, Moe, don't be calling me a day one, but you been slacking with the uploads of content. LOL. You should have been here earlier. I was telling why. I've been working on some things, but I'm gonna get back in the saddle. Don't worry about that. If we don't do nothing but do this, chop it up. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm sorry, Tamar. Why can't I call you day one? You been here from the beginning. I think you was on like the very first show, if I'm not mistaken, or the first one or two. A lot of y'all was. Like I said, when I see these names, I remember. I can't put a face to the name, but I remember, you know, some of the stuff about y'all. Will you have people call into the show? How would we do that? Maybe Skype is an option or Hangouts. Yeah, maybe we could do that. BotSnap said, but Colin Cap did some good shit. He revealed a lot. F niggas like Jerry Jones. We're going to have a conversation about Colin Kaepernick. Because his actions, what he did was the fact that he took a stand. If a person does that, you know, so I'll support it because it takes guts. But we really have to start looking about who's behind these people and what are their motives. And that's all I'm going to say. Maybe that's something we could talk about. And Brenton Knight said, F Cap, he took the bag. Yeah, he did. And he took a small bag, too, for all the trouble he went through. Twisted Hickory Juice said, body cams, when women 65 flees, kicking officer over $80 ticket, Durham CBS 7. Send me a link on that. You seen In Time yet? No, I haven't seen that. What is that? Okay, Jerry made me stop effing with the Cowboys when he said, my boy is gonna stand. That let me know that white man feels he got slaves, but paid them good money. Bro, I hate to break it to you. That's probably the mentality, and not necessarily slaves, but they're high paid employees. And when your boss tell you, you know, saying you're gonna do something or you won't have a job, especially an exclusive job like that, most people are gonna comply. That's what made Ali so special. And I don't like how they equated Kaepernick with Ali. Ali put it all on the line, bro. All on the line. For 3 years he didn't fight. You said Shrinking Sharon says, how do you feel about Candace Owens wanting to debate Cardi B? Okay, Candace Owens, that's another person. She popped up out of nowhere pretty fast. And even she said herself she was a liberal. Look, when these people pop up out of nowhere and they got major people backing them, I'm always a little leery. 2, I think she would eat Cardi B in a debate because Cardi B doesn't show that she knows anything. I don't know what she actually knows, but from where she carries herself and where she talks, she don't really know. Okay, BotSnap said Colin Kaepernick did good shit for me. I appreciate what he did and that he got his settlement for taking a hit and losing time in the NFL for something he stood for. Box, this might be a video I had to do. That might be a video I have to do. Remind me of that, Box. Now, see, you're going to make me just, you know what I'm saying, just to dig into, you know, I had an old YouTube channel and it only had like 17 followers. But I did some research. I did one of my videos like I do now on Colin Kaepernick. And yeah, like I said, the action that he did is noble. But then you had to look at people's motives and who were behind people. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, remind me, Bot Snap, to do the Colin Kaepernick video. And that might be one of the quicker videos I can get out because I already did the research on it. Real species unknown. Imagine if we got paid for the countless hours we spent watching sports. Right. Drew Sample said, "What's good, Mo? How you doing, Drew?" OC said Disney sitcoms play the audience laughter to Baltimore business. Yeah, they push a lot of liberal ideologies on the Disney Channel. But when you look into Disney and who Walt Disney was himself and what his visions was, and you're saying what, you know, how a lot of the Disney stuff is, you're saying what it's based in. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Junior BDA, bless up, Mo. How you doing? Bless up to you, sir. All right, the real species unknown. Imagine if we got paid for the countless hours we spent watching porn. That's another one. And man, porn is poison for the mind and for the spirit. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, to each his own. Whatever you're into, but I think it desensitizes people. It's one of the things that really desensitizes people. So it puts you in this loop of not wanting to have human contact. You said Jitsi has a good conferencing. Okay, thanks, Chris. I think you mean that's for the call-in. Okay, I'll have to check Jitsi. Okay. I might forget. Like I said, I've read so much. IM me or DM me or not IM me. DM me or put it in the comments when I post this video. I think we're about there. You know what I'm saying? We'll go for a little bit more. Junior BDA says Colin Kaepernick is a manufactured distraction. What is the name? Harry. Don't make me do this. Don't make. I'm gonna tell you like this: the same guy behind Colin Kaepernick was the same guy behind the dudes that did the Black Fist. Carlos, see, my mind is slipping. The one that did the Black Fist at the Olympics. They were driven to do what they did by the same people. All right, Botsnap calling into the show is future shit. We need to get this fella shit right and perfect. Then we can worry about the callers. Yep. Twisted Hickory Juice. What's my email? I don't really have an email. I mean, I don't really have an email for this. The best way to catch me is DM me on Twitter or IG. And please, everybody add me on Twitter or IG just in case they shut me down on here. Hopefully not. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying, you know what I'm saying, protection on this channel. But if they do, please add me on those. Moe Factz, MoeFactz on both Instagram and Twitter. DM me. That's the best way to get in touch with me, Twisted Hickory Juice. If you want to send me a link or just a message or, you know what I'm saying, or just check in on me. Bot Snap. He had to take a bag. He lost his job in the NFL. Okay, Bot Snap. Let's make an agreement. I'm gonna make that video if we agree to table that conversation till I make that video. But that will be one of the next videos I make. I promise you that. And I don't really promise people anything, but it'll be a good case study on how people manipulate situations. Oh, see, it just ignore them. I appreciate that, but just ignore them. Okay, Jitsi has a good conferencing facility. But it's a bold mentality coming from an 80-year-old white man. He's an 80-year-old white man. Well, I mean, scratch that. He's an 80-year-old white billionaire. Are we surprised by that mentality? I mean, that's one thing we got to understand about billionaires. And it's a good show on Showtime. That's one of the few, like I said, that helps me extract some kind of mentality, just understanding how the elite think. It's a show called Billions. If you actually have Showtime, check it out. Dude, billionaires don't take kind to nose. They don't take kind to having to wait. They don't take. I mean, that's the elite mindset. It's a ruling class mentality. Also mixed with narcissism. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that explain. I mean, I'm not surprised by him. By him. Twisted Hickory Juice. Jerry Do got slaves and didn't see that crackhead Michael Irvin. Wow, y'all hard on Mike, man. I think he recovered. Let that brother be. Box now, it ain't worth talking about. Cardi B can't even pronounce English words correctly. But let's not discount her because Cardi B is very influential. She has spawned the city girl mentality. I mean, as we see, you know what I'm saying, one of these stars spawned more stars in sport. And Cardi B is in a negative way, but an icon to these young girls. So yeah. Junior said Cardi B Dominican debate over. She lost. But don't get it twisted. Cardi B got more reach than Candace Owens. She got more. She has more reach. Now, Candace a dragger with the facts and knowledge. I mean, because Candace, I gotta give credit where credit due. She handled herself very well. When she went before Congress, because she gave it to that dude. When he thought he had her cornered. I respect him saying I respect the good, when somebody handled themselves very well. But I don't know where Candace is coming from, so I don't really get into follow her that much because like I said, when people pop up like that and they got major backing, that makes me makes me just I'm not saying not to denigrate her or anything, but makes me question what she about. Okay, Boss that said do the video nigga, dig into it. Go to it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go 12 toes. I don't know about that. I ain't the Queen of England, but I digress. The movie In Time. I don't know. I had to look that one up. I haven't heard of that one. He said Cap took a knees. Carlton one way says Cardi is a white supremacy and Puerto Rican face. What Cardi is a pawn sent to debase young females and make them have a messed up view about life and their bodies and how they should carry themselves. Oh, okay, Bot Snap. I'll give you one name, Dr. Harry Edwards. Look it up. That's who it came to me. Dr. Harry Edwards, look it up. And you know what I'm saying? I'll do the video still, but Dr. Harry Edwards, since you want to know a name, I'll give you a name. Check out, see who he is. Well, y'all gonna really make me go on Cap. Cap took a knee because he was wasted. Y'all can't see that he needed that bad. Actually, Cap turned down a contract, another year on his contract. And that's why I didn't understand. He actually got less money than he would have got if he took the deal with the San Francisco 49ers on his final year. He would have made more money than he got out of the settlement. And Denver and Baltimore wanted to bring him in to, you know what I'm saying, to play for them, but his girlfriend Ness Nitty sabotaged him by posting that tweet that she posted about Ray Lewis and the owner of the Baltimore Ravens. So yeah, I mean, like I said, bruh, I got the facts. I just ain't did the video yet. Low key T says Cop did nothing. I mean, Kaepernick did nothing. What black people has he saved from police brutality? Laughed my ass off. What a joke. And low key T, that's one of the things I have a problem with Cap. You took the knee at the wrong place. You should have took your celebrity and took your influence and took it to the San Francisco, the police department, and had pro football players across every city, across every team in every city with a team, coordinate to go down to every police department on the same day and hold protests there. That's how I would have done it. But that's just how I see things. Junior BDA says Kaepernick, Black Lives Matter equal manufactured crisis. Yeah, I see a lot of people hip to it in here. No disrespect, G, but the F shit is on. Okay, like I said, I'm about to wrap this up. Okay, real species unknown. I don't watch porn, my G. Let me get through these. I will be supporting. Stay up. Okay, appreciate that. Facts. Loki T said facts. Junior BDA. Colin wasn't gonna say the purpose was to bring light to the issue. We'll agree to disagree on that one. Matt Nasty, Arthur Ashe. Loki T, dude's whole message is equality, but accepting money for Nike sweatshops. Laugh my ass off. If you riding with Cap, your real life. Loki T, don't say calling people idiots. They just misinformed or underinformed. We won't have to insult people, you know. I mean, because like a lot of people don't. We should challenge people to do their homework. No, just challenge them, and that's the best way to do anything. Like, oh, have you heard about this? Like you were saying, like I did with Botch Snap. Go look up Harry Edwards. Tell me what he's about. Okay, niggas getting killed by the police on live Facebook. I mean, shit. He did this shit on live TV to make people ask him about his stance. Okay. All right, we don't agree to disagree on that. Oh, not Arthur Ashe. You mean the brother on the podium with the other two white dudes? Yeah. It's Carlos something. I'm drawing a blank right now. Peace out. The show is on. Okay, y'all go on over there. Go ahead. Make sure you got the details. Okay. I'm really proud that you show your true colors live on air. Normally they hide it. Obama's people own slave. That's true. Is on his mother's side. Yep. Billions is one of my favorite shows. Can't wait for season 5. I believe. Yeah, Botch Snap. That's a great show, and it show you that mentality. And did you see how they put your man in the dress? Like they showing you everything. How he wanted to join that elite society, and they put him in the dress. And the dude said, "I saying, are you a traveling man?" Yeah, they showing you a lot of stuff in that show. Okay, Cardi influential to people who really shouldn't give a damn. We should really give it. Yeah, well, we can save some of the people and good information. Kamala Harris, people on slaves, probably. I don't know. I don't know if she on slaves, but, you know. Cardi, you know what? I think you're right. On her father's side, I think you're right. Yeah, I read that somewhere. Yep, you're right. Okay, Cardi B make music for women that think shouting loudest in arguments mean that you're winning. Yep. Little Kim create all these thought rappers. Yep, she was the initiator of that genre of thought rapping. Botch Snap, I don't think she's gonna make a difference for shit. I roll with my black Candace over a MF who steal from our culture. No, I'm not saying that. Candace would drag her in a debate. That's why Cardi didn't do it. Cause she knew she ain't have intellectually she ain't have nothing for Candace Owens. Candace a beast when I'm saying with debating. I ain't gonna. I mean, I gotta show respect. But Yeah, I still got to vet Candace to see who's what money is behind her. Just Timberlake mode. That would be a good movie. That was a good movie. Okay, okay. I'm about to wrap it up here. Worth watching. Let me see if I got to the end. Um, nah, I ain't going against. I'm just saying. I mean, when people, I'm gonna tell y'all that when people are put up by the mainstream media, that's what made me dig into Nipsey Hussle because I'm like, why are they stopping broadcast TV to show Nipsey Hussle funeral? Why? And I started digging and digging and digging. And, I read the article, the fourth article, how he was trying to do gentrification in Crenshaw, and that storefront was going to be the prime real estate, and they were going to grow from there. So I mean, like I said, whenever they put somebody in front of you, question it. Botchnat said I thought the show was gonna go shit to LGBT, but it loosened up. I was gonna cancel that shit. Thank God Billions got back right and ended as it always has on a perfect note. All right, salute. Bot Snap. I'm gonna end it on that that comment and yours OC. But Bot Snap, old boy dad that was running for governor, I forget his name. The one whose wife works for Axe Capital. His dad is a real dude. That's that old man mentality. Cause he was that go to show you how they actually think. Look at that character archetype, and that show you how they think. That show you how they think. Chris Williams, thank you for joining us. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you in the morning to you. Thank you for your courage. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, I just wanted this to be a quick Q&A, but it wasn't quick. But I think I hope I answered everybody's questions. I like talking to y'all. Man, I feel like I talked to a bunch of friends. But yeah. I think I'm gonna sign off here, and as I always say, pay attention to everything, and the truth will pay attention to everything, and the truth will reveal itself. I got the icky mouth because I've been talking for 2 hours straight. All right, y'all be safe, and we'll see constant and consistent uploads from here on out. Y'all be good. God bless.